In this video, we are going to do another leg warmer with 60 chains, and it's all going to be single crochet. So the first thing I want you to do with your H hook is chain 60, and you'll end up with 59 stitches. This color is called Dusty Purple. And it's Vanna's Choice, 7 ounces. It's a number 4, as you can see. It's 340 yards. And you should be able to make 2 leg warmers with this yarn. I've chained 60. And now we're going to single crochet all the way down. So you're going to go into the first chain after the hook, which is 1, 2 right here, the first chain, and we're going to single crochet. So we're going to go into the stitch, pull the yarn through, pull through 2. Go into the next stitch, pull the yarn through, like so. You see the 2 loops on the hook? Pull through 2. And we're going to do this all the way to the end. And you should have 59 stitches. Go into each stitch, each chain, pull the yarn through. You see the 2 loops? Pull through 2. And do that all the way to the end. I'm at the end of the first row, and I'm single crocheting into the last chain. Now I'm going to chain 1, turn my work. All right, 59 chains. So now that I've chained 1 and turned my work, I'm going to single crochet into the first single crochet. Okay, you see the 2 loops right here? So I went all the way through the first single crochet. So now I'm going to go into the back loop until I get to the last one. And when I get to the last single crochet, I'm going to go all the way through into the stitch. So now I'm going to go into the back loop. You see that? I'm going into the back loop. Here's the first loop. I want to make sure you see this. Here's the first loop. The second loop is right behind it. And I'm going to single crochet into the back loop. That's all I'm doing. I'm going into the back loop. I'm going into the back loop, pull the yarn through, pull through 2. Into the back loop, pull the yarn through, pull through 2. And this is how it should look. Now, just so you know, I went ahead and did 1 leg warmer. And this is the leg warmer. And you see, this is how it looks when you go into the back loop. And it's, let me see, how long is this? 59 stitches gives you 16 inches. All right. And so I made it this long so you can pull the cuffs over. All right. You don't have to. You can just squinch it down. You don't have to fold it over, but I made it that long so you could do it. So I'm going to continue the row. I'll get back to you so you can get a better look of what I'm doing. I did a few more rows, and I want you to remember, and as you can see, I'm going into the back loop, single crocheting. Whoops. And I'm using an H hook in case I didn't say that at the beginning. So now we're at the end, working in the back loop. And I want you to remember, when you get to the last stitch and the beginning of the stitch, don't go in the back loop. Go right into the single crochet. Do your single crochet, chain 1, and turn your work. And now we're starting a new row. So you're going to single crochet in all of the first single crochet stitch. So you're going right into the stitch in the front. And then do the back loop. All the way to the end. Do the back loop. And when you get to the end, single crochet in all of the single crochet stitch. And you're going to chain 1, turn your work, and you're going to single crochet right into that first stitch, the whole single crochet stitch. You are going to single crochet, and then you work into the back loop. And you do this, and see, when you're making your leg warmers, whoever you're making the leg warmer for, that's how you decide how long you want to, how many chains you want, and how many rows you want. So it depends on the person you're making the leg warmer for. So I'm going to continue on and get back to you when I'm almost done with my rows. I'm at my last row. And each hump, and when I say each hump, I'm saying right here. And you count by 2s, 2, 4, 6, 8, like that until you get to, depending upon who you're making the leg warmers for. So now I'm gonna finish it up. Now you can either sew it up with a large eye needle or you can do a slip stitch. And remember, when you get to the last stitch of the row, you single crochet in the whole single crochet stitch, not the back loop. So now we're gonna slip stitch the leg warmer together. I'm taking a good look, see where I'm gonna start at. Okay, so here is the first chain. And I'm going to go into the first chain at the very beginning of the leg warmer when we did the chains. From when we did 60 chains to have 59 stitches. All right, so we are going to go into the first chain from the very beginning, and we're going to pull, the yarn through tight, chain 1, and we're going to go into each stitch. So I'm going into the next chain, and I'm going to go into the top of the single crochet to put it together. You see, it's right, you can see the V right here. I'm going into the very top, and I'm going to slip stitch all the way through. And once again, you can use a large eye needle and sew going up the seam. You don't have to do it this way. And you just slip stitch, going into every stitch. I'm going into the single crochet, and I'm going into the single crochet. See? I'm going into the chain, and I'm going into the single crochet. And I'm just going to slip stitch all the way up. And when you get to the top, you just cut the yarn and weave in the loose string. You see that? Going into the next chain and the next single crochet and slip stitch. And I'll meet you at the end. I'm finishing up the row. Whoop. With a slip stitch. And I'm making sure I do the last one, which is right here. Slip stitch. And now I'm going to cut it, pull it all the way through, and I'm going to tie the two ends in a knot. Oh, if you didn't notice, whenever I'm making something that I have to sew or putting together and sewing, I like to always leave my last row so that the beginning row, when I did the chains, I always like to make sure that the loose yarn that I had cut at the beginning is up the top, even when I do the hats. That way, as I'm sewing up, they both meet at the end. That's what I like to do. You can do it whatever way you want to do it, but I like to make sure that the bottom part is really together without the hanging string. I rather the hanging string meets up with, or the hanging thread meets up with the other one so that the two meet. And then I'm tying it in a knot. I hope I was clear on that, Whoops, wait, I'm tying this in a knot. And there are times when I use my fabric fusion glue so that it doesn't come apart like that. And I tie it again like that. And then I'm going to take my large eye needle and I'm going to weave in the ends so that it goes through. So I have my large eye needle and I'm going to sew in and out. Let me see, which way should I go? Yeah, I'm just going to go in and out, weave in and out. And I'm going to go just within the stitch and pull it out. And I'll go back up just enough to hide it. And I'll take it back up like this. Yeah, like that. And then I'll cut it. And I'll do the same for the other side. Now that I have weaved in the ends, I'm gonna turn it to the right side, pull it through. And then you can wear it like this and just have it all bunched up, you know, around your leg, or you can cuff it so that it's cuffed at the top. It's up to you, or it's up to the person. Yeah, it's up to her. So you see, can you see it? Boom, boom. I hope it was easy for you to follow. I'll be back with another video soon. So I'm hoping that you're enjoying my videos. Once again, leave a comment, hit that like button, and come back. Oh, and those that you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And I'll see you soon. Bye now.